Ranking languages by how useful they are to learn. Japanese, C. The problem with Japanese is there are like no native speakers outside of Japan. And you might be thinking like, oh, Mustafa, I want to watch anime and like play video games. But they're all translated into English anyway, so it's like not super useful to learn Japanese. Obviously, if you live inside of Japan, it's excellent, but that's a rare case for most people. Chinese, S. Chinese is extremely useful. Just tons of native speakers both inside and outside of China. The economy is massive in China, so you have tons of people that travel there for work and manufacturing and stuff, and it just ends up being super useful. Chinese media is also just not as Western friendly, with Douyin and Bilibili being totally in Chinese most of the time, so super useful to learn it. Also, if you like language learning, I'm building an app to help you doom scrolling in target language. Join the waitlist at doomlingo.ai. German, C. I would put this in B tier if not for the fact that so many German speakers also just speak English or like a ton of other languages. Yes, Germany is a pretty strong economy and German is super useful in academic contexts, but it's not broadly useful enough in my opinion. It's only semi-useful outside of Europe, so I'm gonna have to give it a C tier. If you're in Europe, it's definitely a B tier though. Arabic, A. Now Arabic is A with a caveat. It's only useful if you're good at it. Reason being that there are so many dialects in Arabic that it can be really hard to understand between different dialects, and you don't get the benefit of like the 600 million speakers, unless you're good enough to be able to parse between the different dialects, which takes quite a bit of fluency. Of course, for any of like the 2 billion Muslims on the planet though, if you're using it for religious purposes, it ends up being very useful because a lot of Islamic text is in Arabic, and then it bumps to S tier. Latin, D. Why would you do this to yourself? I took Latin, by the way.